being silly.
It's like a train chime. I love that. All right, so
like a train chime. Yep.
Mr. Chambers, I believe we'll kick things over to you, and you can tell us what your news item is for this month.
Yes, it was last month in November. It was Super Festival. I forgot what number it was. I am so sorry. And S Plus was there showcasing a few things. They showcased an upcoming 25 centimeter Godzilla 2021 and Kong and a few other things. But the one thing I want to talk about in my segment has nothing to do with Godzilla or Kong. It's actually about the other famous Japanese monster or flying monster, the friend of all children. You know who I'm talking about. And they unveiled, finally, because I've been asking for this for a long time, they have unveiled a 30 centimeter 1966 version of Gamera from my and David's favorite Gamera film, Gamera versus Barugon. There's a difference, ladies and gentlemen. Not Barugon, but Barugon. Okay? The difference between Barugon and Barugon is a brown four-legged creature with spikes on his back and a horn on his head. And Barugon is a brown four-legged creature with a horn on its head. Anyways.
That sounds pretty similar if you ask me. I don't know.
But anyways, they're finally making a 30 centimeter version of Gamera 1966 to go along with this guy. Hey, can you blow me up right fast, Kyle?
Yeah, man.
This guy, the 30 centimeter 1966 Barugon, which is, in my opinion, one of the best, if not the best, 30 centimeter four-legged monsters they have ever done. So if they can apply this same magic to Gamera, it's going to be a must-have, especially if you're a Gamera fan or a fan of the movie. We don't know what the Rick feature is going to be, and this is the only pictures that we have of the figure thus far, unpainted. So hopefully we'll see something soon. I would maybe guess maybe Wonderfest, but in my opinion, if it were up to me, I would say do the same thing that they did with the 25 centimeter version. Convert him into the crawling version. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's how I look at it. Idea. But again, if you got Barugon, if you got this Barugon, you're going to need this Gamera in your collection. I'm so looking forward to seeing what this thing looks like and all that good stuff. And I will pre-order it the moment that it comes out. And that's it in my segment. Yes, he looks so great, and I can't wait for it.
Yeah, he does.
So, and with that being said, I'm going to kick it over to my main man, David Dopko. What you want to talk about, my friend?
Well, before I want to talk about that, I do want to talk about what I think the Rick feature should be. I think it should be a frozen head and frozen hands.
Yeah.
Remember, he gets frozen in that one scene. Wouldn't that be cool? Instead of
swappable,
just make him like a clear, like frozen head and hands. I would love to see that. Are you listening, Experts?
Yes.
Jisan, are you listening? I would love to see that. But again, it's if you do have that Barugon, it's a must-have. It's great. And one more thing I do want to say before I get to my new segment, real quick, getting back to the Mondo Mothra statue, I just have to say, I can't say enough good things about it. Leslie already sort of handled it. He's got it right there.
I sure do.
I know. I mean, I have never seen a resin type polystone material statue packaged so incredibly well. I'll tell you what, there was a little bit of, they got a bad rap for their Puglasari, snafu that they had.
Horngate, right?
Horngate, whatever you want. But they so made up for it with this particular statue. It was packed so incredibly well. I haven't heard anyone who's had any damage upon receiving this particular piece. And it goes together like butter. It's beautiful. The box art by Tom Whalen is an extra, added plus. It's just a win-win-win. Mondo, thank you so much for that. And I know you got a bad rap, but this is, people complain about the bad stuff. We also have to say the good stuff too.
They made up for it. They made up for
it. And I'll tell you what, look at Leslie's holding it like this, and it's not even like coming apart. I mean, it's beautiful. Anyway, enough said about that. What do I have for my news story? So, Leslie actually made a suggestion about the new X Plus Shin Ultraman, which is awesome, and we'll do that on a future show. But I'm going to talk about something that's in my wheelhouse. It's also by X Plus. It's the X Plus Gigantic 1962 Soft Vinyl Model Kit. Now, this kit was previously released. It was kind of unceremoniously, sort of snuck by. No one really, it wasn't on people's radar. But this particular time, it's a new version, and it's designed to replicate the packaging from 1961. And that's a famous movie still of Godzilla, climbing up Mount Fuji. And of course, it's huge because it's a gigantic. It's 48 centimeters tall and 48 centimeters long once assembled.
Wow.
It's an unassembled plastic vinyl kit, and it will retail for 18,182 yen, and it's available on the U.S. RIC site. And you can pre-order it right now. The pre-orders are open, and it will be released in May of 2022. So for those of you who have the room and want to build this kit to their own specifications, I mean, I've got the gigantic 62, the X Plus finished piece. I'm so tempted to get this, but I already have one. I don't have the room, and it's a very reasonable price for the size of the kit. And I would just love to see how I can make this shine in my own way, but it's just not going to happen. It's not in the cards for Uncle Dave, but hopefully some of you guys will do it, and I'll get to see and live vicariously through you guys. But it looks really fun to build. So that's my news story. That's all I got right now. And
can I say one thing about that though? Before we move on, I'm sorry to cut you off, but
no, I was done.
But again, the 62. Don't forget, King Kong vs. Godzilla turns 60 next year, so the timing could not be perfect to get your hands on this.
That's
and
right.
If you're somebody who's like me that has no experience and has no business trying to build and paint these things, there are so many people in our community that will help you out. David F. Dopko is one of them. Steve Heron is out there. Mark Sang-Yang, I think Burley Vane does some stuff every now and then. Steve Savajoli, he's in demand. John LeGrand. If you want one of these kits and just need somebody to paint it for you, there are so many different awesome, talented, wonderful people, approachable people in our hobby that can definitely help you out. So don't let your lack of skills of building and painting these things stop you, because you can always find somebody who can build it and paint it for you. Just want to put that out there.
But there'll be a slight fee.
Of course.
My best Kumiyama impersonation. Anyway, yes. So thanks for that little extra little shout out, Leslie. I much appreciated. And of course, I'm going to be working on 2 kits for my friend Leslie Chambers. One I'm going to start next week as soon as my paint comes in, and I'm sure we'll have a lot to talk about that when it's finished.
Yes.
Yes. I'm excited to build it because I didn't get one myself, and we'll just let you think about what that kit is while Christine goes and talks about her news story for December. What you got for us?
So I'm actually pretty excited about this one. I think it's pretty unique. So SwimmyDesignLab is releasing, it's again a lottery figure. Everybody's doing lottery figure now, but this one is limited to 30 pieces. And
wow.
It is open to US residents. So it is a Mechagodzilla, which I think is pretty artistic looking.
That's what I asked you this morning. I was like, what is that thing?
Yeah. But I love the coloring of it. So it's like this beautiful like green, blue with gold trim. And it's different. I think it's unique, and it's a piece that kind of stands out, and the head does come off, but inside of the head, instead of the brain, we have the next picture, the black hole alien. Which is a pretty cool addition. So we'll link the where you can enter below. It's the black hole alien head.
It's a dirty green ape.
Is he on drugs?
It's crazy. Oh my god!
I love it.
I think yes.
You know what the head looks like? The head looks like Titanosaurus almost, doesn't it? When it's on there, it's got.
Leslie needs to go bigger.
Look
at Leslie's face.
It looks like he been hanging out with. It looks like he been hanging out with Rick James. What the hell are y'all talking about?
It's like Wile E. Coyote.
I think it's really cool, but yeah, 30 pieces. I mean, if you're one of the winners, it's I think $330 plus shipping. So we'll link below where you can go to enter. So good luck. I mean, I think you only have a few days to enter because
it's bizarre. It's just
the lottery
bizarre.
opened December 17th and it closes on December 20th. So today's what?
Wow.
The 18th?
Today's the
Today's
18th.
the
So, yeah, if you're interested, I mean, I'm gonna try for it. It's pretty cool. I need more
Weird. It's
Godzilla in
so
my
weird.
life.
It's so weird. I'm sorry.
It's different,
weird.
and it's
weirding me
just-
out.
It kind of reminds me of like not like the Nauts, but I don't know. It's like it's different. It's different. It's really neat.
No. You know that the little critter in there almost looks like a new character for Emmett Otter's Jumping at Christmas, like from outer space. It's weird. It's weird. Anyway, it's weird. Yeah, the Grinch. It does look like the Grinch.
Yes.
Right. It looks like
Oh my
the
gosh,
damn
yeah, the
Grinch. It
Grinch.
does. Hey, Brendan.
Perfect for Christmas.
Tim Alton says
Black
super
hole
freak.
Yeah, man, it's just weird. Yeah, cocaine is a hell of a drug. Yes, it is. Yes,
It's
it
just
is.
such a
Yep,
unique,
yep.
different.
I don't know.
take
Man,
on
I don't know. I gotta share something with you. When Christine posted this in our private group, I was like, "WTF is that man?"
He sure did.
I did. I
He
swear,
sure
didn't like
did.
it.
I swear to God, I did.
And you're like, I
kinda
don't like it.
but I kind of don't. Anyway, sorry.
I think it looks better with the head on, the Mechagodzilla head on.
Yeah, better with the head on, definitely.
Yeah, but it's cool. So I mean, $330, super
It's a
limited,
conversation
only
starter.
30.
Conversation
So
starter.
I'm gonna try for it. Why not? It's pretty cool. I like the colors. I'm a sucker for blue, so that's where they got me at. So.
Christine, you should also say that you won the thing that I really wanted, the Anraku Ansaku skeleton.
Oh
option
yes.
for Godzilla. That I was really bummed
Yes.
that I didn't win that
I
one,
didn't-
but
Oh
you know, that's
no!
pretty
Well,
cool.
I'm sure usually right after because
Yeah,
the
well,
Japan releases always come
we'll
out first,
see.
and they'll
We'll see.
buy. I'm telling you, and
But you got one, right?
yeah, I did get one.
Nice.
I think it comes out next month, maybe.
Oh,
So
cool.
I kind of wish I had gotten the gray 54 that you had gotten. I had
Well,
the red one.
I'm selling it. If you want it, we could talk.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
You make a
yes,
little
ma'am.
trade for the skeleton, right,
Yes.
David?
No, she won't do
I'll
that.
keep it though.
Yeah.
I'll keep an eye out for you though.
Yes.
I'll keep an eye out for you.
All right. Anyway, enough about that. So, Kyle, what do we got coming next?
Yeah, what's your news, Kyle?
Thanks, David. You know, what's funny is, let me just do this. I will say that I wasn't even really sure what I wanted to talk about today, and then I went and stole part of Christine's news. So let's just go ahead and bring up the stolen news item here. And that is that. Oh, wait, before I do that.
I got you.
Who here is familiar with this little bad boy here?
Very
This
jealous.
Is, of course, the yeah,
Some
right. This is
people.
not. It's not intended to get people jealous.
But anyone's selling.
This
or
is
looking.
the Storyboard Godzilla made by a company called Nauts, Nauts. And as we all know, this figure blew up like crazy. Very limited availability from Wonder Festival in 2019. And while I'm happy to have it, that's not the subject of this news. Nauts is, though, because Nauts has come up with a second tokusatsu piece. And I think we maybe brushed on it, touched on it at some point, because I'll get to that in a second. Actually, what I'll do is I'll do that first. I'll say that last month, I think, or maybe the month before, one of my favorite artists in Japan called, it's the Erostica, what is it? Rocket Jellybean, that's his name. He had a special show with two other artists.
A fuzzy one.
This is an artist. So each of these artists, 3 artists in total, put together a crazy colorway of Matango from this brand new Nauts sculpt. And so these are old. You can sort of get these right now on Bai and Yahoo Japan and stuff if you could find them. But basically, there are 3 different versions of Matango. Each was chosen, the coloration and stuff, it was chosen by the artist. And if you've heard me talk about Katsuya Terada, he's a Japanese artist who was involved with a whole bunch of stuff, including Godzilla Final Wars.
I've never seen the gray one before.
Yeah. And then this is the actual
like that
Rock and
one.
Jellybean version. Very
like that
colorful
one.
stuff.
I like the gray one.
Anyway, so these came out like last month-ish. I don't have the actual information because they're already out, but the brand new standard edition of this figure has just been
that's cool.
announced, and this is the standard from Nauts.
I love
And
that.
actually, Christine, you were giving me some more information about the availability of this guy too. If anybody is interested in picking this up, I think you can actually get them online. Like
Online.
I think you
Oh,
can
really?
be in the States. So
I might be Japan only.
maybe Japan only. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I can send you the link later. We can
Well,
post
here's
it.
the
But
Yamakichi store where you can actually get it. And if it's Japan only, you can at least browse in English. That's what maybe why I was confused before.
I like the new one.
But
That's
essentially, this is available now, and if you got the methods to do it, I would definitely grab one while you can. It's only $154, which is really not bad when you're talking about a brand
Limited
new
piece. Yep.
and limited too. So
Yeah,
there you go. I'll have the link in the show
I
notes
like
for this
it.
and everything else that we talked about available after this broadcast for you guys to check out. Go click those links and get the stuff on your own. And that's going to do it for our Kaiju Collectible segment. And I don't really have any fanfare to get us to our next segment, which I really should.